Hello, Collective. This is a message from the Morrigan, the aspect Badb of the Morrigan, who is a goddess that presents herself in times of conflict, war, and peace. Generally, her omens are seen just as negative. There are such things as positive omens, and she does bring those as well. She brings enlightenment and peace. And, she's an important aspect to pay credence to the Morrigan. So I felt very strongly pulled to deliver this message from Badb to the collective, and I hope this resonates with you. I will start channeling her message now. In the past, collective, you felt very interested in maintaining your peace, maintaining your clarity, maintaining your steadfast nature, your passionate energy, loyalty, but fun. Not the boring kind, not the kind that, dies at some point. Like, you want long-lasting loyalty, collective. The Knight of Wands paired with the Empress is someone who is willing to fight for what they believe in. This is someone who is going to protect her young, no matter the cost. If you get my drift. She will do what is necessary to achieve her peace, her prosperity. The Knight of Wands paired with the Empress is fiercely feminine, fiercely determined, knows exactly how to achieve what she desires in this life. Badb wants you to know, collective, that this is the correct path. This is how you're meant to be. This is how you're meant to operate. Collective, Badb also wants you to understand that what you're learning is stability and not necessarily too conservative. You're going to reach out. You're going to combine forces. The Page of Coins with the Four of Pentacles is traveling out, making connections, humility, being humble enough to ask questions, asking the right questions, making sure that you will be able to survive any coming storm. And your message for the future from Badb is that despite being disappointed in others' lack of patience, lack of walking in Christ consciousness, that is, if you don't, follow Christ, or, I'm not Christian, but I do like Jesus. Christ consciousness to me is simply, doing what's right despite, what others might see as being a doormat or being walked all over. You're like, I don't really care. I'm just going to do what's right because that's what keeps me sleeping well at night. To me, temperance with the Five of Cups is like in the coming months, you will have to tap into your angelic nature of patience and compassion in face of disappointment. And Badb is asking you to be a stoic warrior in the face of true disappointment. Badb has this very stark warning for the collective. It is that if we allow our disappointment to lead to reactive nature and a lack of temperate behavior and walking the path of forgiveness. You could call it Christ consciousness, you could call it forgiveness, you could call it bodhisattva nature of, deciding it's okay, I'm going to take my time to reach enlightenment for the sake of humanity as a whole. So it's the sacrificial energy of not being a doormat, being aware that it is a disappointment. It is not the new standard of life, right? We're not settling. We're just deciding it stops with me. The shadow work collective is the Three of Wands. You need to stop looking out. You need to start looking into your home, into your hearth, optimizing your living space, making sure it is safe to live there, making sure the water is well filtered, making sure that you're drinking enough water. The Three of Wands, he's looking at the water, but he's wondering how can he get a bunch of filtered water so he can live. To me, that is the message in your shadow, is to look at what resources you have instead of yearning so much for what you don't. Because right now, Badb needs you to know, conservatism doesn't mean, being miserly. Being conservative means doing what's right for the community. Deciding I'm keeping my resources so that I can reach out, I can become networked, I can develop my stoic nature to bear witness to the disappointment that humanity has, and to stop looking out and being like, man, I wish those pastures were my home. The grass isn't greener. Badb wants you to know the grass isn't greener. The grass is as green as you keep it watered. You need to water your grass. Don't neglect the home that you have. Yearning for better, yearning for the next step up, being consumed with desire. Badb wants you to know that is a trap. Badb wants you to enlighten yourself into the knowledge that humility is maintaining that you have enough here. It's not gratitude. It's just humility. It's just acknowledging, I don't actually need that. I just want it. And wanting it hurts because I can't have it. And some of us might think that's dreaming, right? Like setting aspirations. Badb wants you to know you have everything it takes to be the warrior that you need to be. To develop and become one with your soul power of lifelong learning. You know exactly where your spirit resides, collective, and you are going to attain it with this Knight of Wands. This is your soul power. You know exactly where to go, how to get the resource you need, or you have the resource you need, and you're already doing it, collective. You're already getting out there. You're already making those connections. You're already balancing all these different people, all these different connections. Like, I'm picking up a lot of socialization. Badb wants those who are social to recognize themselves. Because Badb sees you, appreciates you. Badb understands the nature of war. Badb brings enlightenment. Badb brings bravery in the face of fear. It is the silence that cuts through the mist of war. That silence that brings us peace. Because when, you're hearing a bunch of bombs go off, silence is peace. Silence is peace. And collective, you might need to indulge in the coming months with silence. Badb wants you to endure the coming months with a balanced energy. Badb wants you to be responsible with how you react to disappointments. Badb does not want to see you be reactionary. Badb does not want to see you make poor choices based on disappointments in other people. Do not ruin your path because of some disappointment from someone else. This is very important, collective. All we have is each other, and you cannot let one piece of the whole ruin so much more than it is necessary. Right? That one rotten piece, you can cut it out. Okay? It doesn't have to ruin the whole of the collective. And you need to understand, no matter how disappointing people have been recently, you have the conscious mind of moderation in the future. You will tap into your perseverance to maintain a balanced, a moderate approach to dealing with your disappointments in humanity. Thank you for being here. My name is Helen at Fizzy Tarot. If this resonated with you, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it.